Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki. I am emotionally compromised. I don't know what to think. I'm confused. I have consulted a friend who told me that there's a skip option, and if I had eyes, I would have known that. So basically what I'm planning on doing from now on is skipping through dialogue that we've already seen and that I've already gone through, so we don't have to play this game, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 more times. So let's go ahead and get started with this stuff. I don't know if I can skip this or not since it's kind of grayed out right here. So I'll just read through until I see that it's not grayed out and then I'll skip. So with that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Can I skip? Oh. No, I can't. Okay. Perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer. Ow. One of these girls. Sorry. I hit my foot. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I don't want to do this. So, you have unlocked a special poem, would you like to read it? Sure. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. This is gonna be a jump scare, is it not? It loves me. I love you too. Is that it? Can I clicky? Clicky? I love you. Can I not? Alright, well, I'm just gonna go through this as quickly as I possibly can. Heartbeat. Oh. Not as many. Sadness. Damn it. Disoriented. Nightgown, vanilla, childhood, twirl, vacation, melancholy. Rainbow, universe, defeat, nibble time. Shopping, climax, prayer, nature, defeat. Disown, laugh, fester, strawberry special, email, tragedy, warm, marshmallows, secretive. Okay, cheeks alone, party, life, hot misfortune. Bubbles, candy, rain cloud, adventure, landscape, ambient, jumpy, summer, inside. Rain cloud. Hair, pain, flying, promise, dark, extraordinary, unending, intellectual, electricity, socks. I like socks. Unending. Puppy, jump, contamination, forgive. A contamination gets me every time. Existence, swimsuit, ribbon, peace, ocean, contamination, because I think it's funny. Desire, horror, Kawai. Whisper, lust, fireflies, unstable. Silly, shame, extreme, embrace, whistle, playground, giggle, hurt, pleasure, death, empty, clumsy, lucky, together, dazzle, tears, sugar, I don't know what this word means, music, sensation, vertigo, tenacious, hop, smile, blanket, fun, play, romance, fireworks, chocolate, uncanny, raindrops, joy, anxiety, beauty, shiny, breathe, broken, disaster, headphones, inferno, wrath, vivid, waterfall, cage. Disaster? Okay, family, lipstick, depression. Destiny, suicide, sing. Marriage, scars, infinite, papa, dance, whirlwind, memories. That scared me. Gonna be honest. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, huh? No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Scaring me, guys. Thanks for keeping your promise, Katie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh my god! Okay, oh come on, like, she deserves any slack. Please don't do that again. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I don't know what's going on. She's over the text box. I can't read it. Have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki. Okay, this is Natsuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. I'm scared. Me? Monika's scaring me, and she's smaller than everybody else. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Me. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Katie. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I think I've seen this before, my dude. Let me skip it, please. Please let me skip it. Yuri, thank you. I'll desperately read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Please don't zoom in. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. I've read all of this before, why isn't it letting me skip? So let's just kind of like skip through it, unless she says something weird. Portrait of Markov. I don't remember it being the portrait of Markov. Oh my. Okay. The people trapped there have this trait that turns them into the killing machines that lust for blood. She's a vampire, guys! Remember? She licked my finger. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people to cut off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Yeah, I would go as far to say that. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Katie? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. How would I know? How would I know? The game restarted. How would I know? It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I didn't get... Okay, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, like the dark text that keeps appearing on my screen. Are you talking about that? I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading and being weird. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes? I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I stay here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. Does that say I was bathing in your body? What did it say? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... This is not funny. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here we go again. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding, while on the scab like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Hello. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. If that's not romance, I don't know what is. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Why? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her, like how she murders people. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't think why that came in. I don't know why that came into my head. My fake laugh sucks. Anyway, Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Katie? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Okay. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a little wild, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. Can I skip? Okay, and next time we will skip through these poems and then get to whatever's next. So I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!